Salute to the wolves. Salute to the ninjas. You already know what it is. We up. Just want to give a quick shout out to the wolves and the ninjas. We're going on year 2 now. So, new levels, new devils. Anyway, I was thinking about you guys and my journey on YouTube. And I realized, just a regular guy, non-regular guy, learning, trying to experience life. Pardon me. And growing and teaching. Not even teaching, showing people what I know. When you show people anything and they don't know it, then you teaching somebody. So, But made me remind me of some bars. For some reason, I'm thinking about this, and then bars came in my head that I wrote years ago. And I don't know if I can remember all of it, but I just remember this one part. I said, "This ain't that black and white shit. This that wrong and right shit. Illuminated versus the poor. We going to war. Go on a tour? Nah. They up in our backyards. Fueling our aggression. No limit like black cards. All races need to ride together." Something, they controlling the weather. You don't believe me? Go to the net. Look up Nikola Tesla. Every word that I say true. I ain't no wrestler. Earthquake machines, and they made them better. Look at Haiti niggas play me. Yo, bro. I look back at my old rhymes and stuff and be like, yo, bro, you really, paid attention to what other men said. You paid attention to what the Bible said. You paid attention to things you said or seen or believed. And all you did was just write it down. Like, you figured it out a long time ago. Satan made God look corny. Everything about the Lord looks corny because that's how you get it. Things that are attractive attract people. Things that are fun make people want to do it. When you believe in your head you're supposed to be a man of the Lord and you never make mistakes, you got to be cookie cut clean and all these things they tell us, right? If you're not that, then you're banished, because you're not really bad. But they won't deal with you, and they won't act like you're just as equivalent to them. When 9 times out of 10, most of these people hiding behind suits, fancy cars, and big words, I know how to speak real well and make people get the point of what I completely am not gonna do. I'm special. I can make you fucking believe I'm the man of the Lord, but I'm not gonna do nothing because my job as a bad guy is to copy the men of the Lord and sound like them and then get your dumb ass to give me your shit because, that's the reality of life. It's crazy. And it's crazy how men can do this shit for so many years. And that's why I believe in brainwashing. And that's why I take the word brainwashing off and then go programming. And then people be like, I ain't no motherfucking, you ain't nobody programming me, nigga. And then that's when I take that off and I put in other words like, people shows you reality and you believe it. And then people don't believe that. And they're like, no, I think for myself. And I go, yeah, I can prove you don't. And then I do, and then they get either really mad or they get really confused. That's the fucked up thing about showing someone the truth about life, is you're either going to scare them or they're going to not want to believe it because it is the truth and they can't deny it. And they never looked at these things. Like, I realized there's so many ways to look at life and people in life, and it always brings you back to the famous words of what majority of idiots say about the Bible. What do we need a book for? What do we need a book for? Do you see how many stories that I bring up to you guys that literally, it's like my last video when me talking about me talking about my story off a 7 story, her being a 5, she says she's 5'1" or 5 foot. I did not know that. The camera makes everybody look taller, bro. I swear I thought she was like 5'7" or some shit. And she was talking about being small or a woman and being abused by a bigger man, and could have ended it quick. All she had to do is pick up the phone or call family members, or, you know, just Batman, camera. There's so many ways to stop these things. But like she said, he beat her in the head and got her to not want to harm his kids. That's how smart evil is. They'll fucking trick you to want to be good, and you're going to get done dirty though. But you're not going to stop their evil ways because they got children or you love them or what. They're evil. Like, duh. And I'm not going to say sins of the father fall upon a son where their children are evil. No, when he goes to jail and they don't have a father anymore, that's their fucking problem now. Get it? His sins fucked up them having a dad, because he never was a dad. He was a man that had kids and chose not to do the right thing because of the things that was put in his head. Like, starting to realize, or maybe not realize, like, most, if not all, men are not evil. Only the ones that the Lord cursed. Those are the only real evil men, because those are the only people going against what he cursed them with. See, like, all right, I'm going to break it down like this. We going to go to the beginning of the Bible. I love you, Daddy. You made me study that shit where I always go back to the beginning. Oh, yeah, that's what the Father said. So when Kane came, right, and he did what he did to get himself cursed, Kane had his father's ability of being the greatest #1 tiller of the ground. He's a farmer. Get it? And when he got himself cursed, the Most High said, this nigga think he's somebody. He didn't realize that I control the ground. I tell Mother Earth what to do. Sound the horns long range. So what did he do? He said, I'm taking your blessing, my gift to your father, passed on to you. You don't have that anymore because I asked you to give me the blessing of their best crops. And your brother, I asked him, he's a sheep herder. So he did it and you did it and you gave me some bullshit. So you're demoted. Not because of just not giving me the sacrifice, but you killed your brother because he got the blessing, because he did the right thing, and you're a jealous ass hater that could have got blessings too. No one understands the story of Cain and Abel. The Lord didn't have a contest where only one of you can win. No, he said, do this and you win, I give you blessings. Cain said, fuck that nigga, I do whatever I want. And then the Lord said, all right, you don't even respect the blessings I gave you. So, and then you're going to kill your brother? All right. Your first curse is you can't till the ground no more. The earth will not give you seed. It'll spit your shit back up. When you die, nigga, the earth ain't even going to want you to reside inside of it. I say, yo, the Most High is gangster, bro. Like, and then because I learned that men can have the ability to never have power to grow food, I thought about what they teach us back in the day, and you know, we didn't have machines and shit, you know? And then I thought to myself, what would happen to the people or his kids if he had kids? Because now they're cursed not that grow seeds and grow food. That means you and your fucking generations are bums forever. You're gonna die. You get it? You're dead. Unless you go and give services. Get it? Now you gotta be a little nigga forever. Your whole family. Cause you know, there ain't no fucking store, nigga. How you gonna eat? Then you got the mark of nobody fuck with him. Don't deal with him. So now you got to get over the fact of you're marked and everybody's looking at you like, yeah, he's definitely cursed by the Lord. I don't want to touch you. I don't want to... You got the cooties, nigga. You get it? And then what was the history that we all think and know of? Man came out, man's chilling, we get agriculture, and then man gets smart, and then man makes weapons, and then man starts conquering each other and forcing each other to make food. You're gonna grow my crops. What the fuck? They didn't take slaves just to take slaves. They took slaves for the women, and cause they what? What they always make the slaves do? What do slaves do every era, anywhere? You take your ass in that field, you grow your motherfucking food, and then you give it to me, or I'm gonna knock your head off. You get it? The curse of Kane. You're fucked, you're done, and I'm not. But we're not warriors yet. You get it? This is why the Davids, this is why the men of violence have to come. The men of protection. And be like, alright, these dudes are cursed. They're pirates, they're vagabond bums. Bums. You gotta realize, clothes are made out of the seed, plants. They can't even fucking make clothes, dog. They gotta go hunting now. Oh, so is that where eating meat comes in? Is that why certain people have enzymes in their stomach to break down meat better than everyone else? And they convinced everybody else you should have a meat diet every morning. Bacon and eggs, nigga. But your fucking ancient people didn't eat that shit. Right? Right? So, I wonder why people are sick and fat and sloppy and all of these different things just by living life. Yet, when we were living 100, 500, 600 years ago, people lived life and they were fucking beautifully in shape. Men that were overweight were never overweight. There was a design. You're not Mr. Muscles. You have a gut, but there's muscles under there. Because you're working, you look like you're fat, but you're not athletic. I watched a 200-pound man do backflips so fast that other men skinnier than him can't do it. Breaking world records. A fat ass dude, and he's not a gymnast. He's decided, I want to do backflips, and just started doing it. And then got so good, he's doing a trampoline fucking backflip and play shit. He's so good, he could backflip frontwards, meaning I'm gonna flip towards you, but I'm gonna do a backflip. He could do that, and he's a fat ass dude. So, what does that mean? That means when you have a lot of body mass, that doesn't mean you're just some fat loser. It doesn't mean you can't do backflips. It doesn't mean you can't do shit. When you can't do that, it's because you won't try. You got in your head, look at all this weight, look at all this. I don't see anybody my size do twirly spin backflips and land on their feet and say, ah, and laugh at all the skinny guys like, yo, now do it, you do it, little nigga, do it, skinny nigga. And the little nigga like, nah, I'm good. I said, yo, the Most High is the truth, bro. Human people, men, women. We the truth and don't even know. Get it? There's so many things that people are capable of, and it ain't gonna look the way you think it's gonna look, you know? I would have never, if I see this guy walking on the street, I would have never thought he's a gymnast. No, he's not. I would have never think he could do a backflip a day in his life. I would have seen him and judged him like, you know, I'm a dummy, like everybody else. Look at this fat ass nigga. He ain't gonna beat me in no backflip contest. Next thing you know, he do 30, you do 2, and you dizzy and shit. Whoa, he's still going. You get it? Anyway, hope somebody learned something from that. Running out of time. It's a beautiful Saturday. I realize I've been hibernating myself for so long that it's definitely time to start going out again, you know? I ain't realize how much shock in this war of battling these work motherfuckers and these whatever it is that's going on. I ain't realize how much they actually affect me and make me, you know what I mean, traumatized to protect myself. But I'm glad I learn and teach and show things and all that, cause you know, then I go back and look at shit and I'm like, yeah, man, be smart, you know, stay in the house, but nah, don't stay in the house, bro. Like, go out here and summer jam screen these niggas again. You know what I mean? Dudes want to send new dudes and, oh, so what, man? It's whatever. Want to send new chicks and all that. I ain't worrying about all that. I know how to control myself. I ain't worrying about none of that. Like, I threw that community section up there, a little reading in there, one of my favorites from the other side of the world, you know. Shout out to the British chicks. I think she's British or some shit like that. I know she's over there in UK or something like that. She over there. I could tell by the accent or whatever. I remember when I used to think she was from over here. And then one day she said where she was from. I said, oh, that's crazy, yo. One of my favorite readers ain't even from this country. Starting to realize a lot of my favorite type of people are nowhere near me. You know? That shit is crazy when you like, that's one thing I do love about the internet, even though it could be used for bad and we go through these things. You know, when you're looking for certain things or whatever, you find people that are like you in a way or think like you, and it makes you feel comfortable. But it also makes you feel sad too. Well, me, I don't know about you guys. It makes me feel sad because I'm like, damn, why can't I meet people like that in my everyday life? What the fuck is going on? There's no way everybody's, you know? And then, you know, that's why you got to get out there, meet people every day. Because you never know who that person is. You know? Like, since I seen that lady again that does YouTube, and I talked to her and I was like, yo, what's good? We ain't get a new episode, you know what I'm saying? Like, I need that. I need to see y'all three going in, you know what I mean? I need to see y'all, what y'all think. And then I gave her a little jewel. I said, yo, because she like doing conspiracies. I said, you want a conspiracy? I said, you know how you're looking up MK Ultra? She said, yeah, I did a whole video on that. I said, you ever hear the Willie Lynch letters? She goes, nah. I said, all right, those are old slave codes back in the day for my people 500 years ago, and it's how to keep us real dumb and be a certain way. And then when you let us go, we'll be brainwashed to be slaves but not need to get beat up and everything. And I said, now, that's not the conspiracy. I said, the real conspiracy is, have you ever heard of Roman civil codes, how to make a slave? She goes, no. I go, okay, good. Go look that up. I said, when you look up the Willie Lynch letters, I need you to look at certain things and what it says to do, right? And then I need you to think about black people and all the stereotypes. And then I want you to say what you already do. You think. You're like, wait up, is black people like this because of this? Well, I do believe in MK Ultra. So then I said, now go back to the old Roman civil codes, and when you realize that's from 2,000 years ago, that's Jesus' time, and they were doing the same thing back then. So when you see this trick has just got renamed a bunch of times, and they just do it. I said, go talk about that on your channel. There you go. I said, then you know what I'm saying? Because then the believers like me, the Bible guys, you know that? The black people and all that. See, her viewers are probably more white and they're atheists. And then now I get to bring up what they know the beating is called, MK Ultra. And then when they get to see MK Ultra on black people, it's going to change the way they look at us. And be like, wait up. Are they really niggers? Or is this really a programming that they gotta get over, or it doesn't matter if they did it to you or not? You still gotta break the code. You gotta do it yourself. You gotta reprogram yourself, you know? That's if it's true. Speculation only. Um, so hopefully she touches on that. That'll be good, because that's the reason I brought it up. Because I realize now is the reason people don't talk or know each other or look up things is because we're all looking up the same things, but we're all focused on, you know, certain things that don't make us connect and be like, oh shit, yo, that's your problem, that's our problem. Maybe we could find a solution. And then I was thinking to myself recently, I said, yeah, man, you gotta start doing some of the things you said you wanted to do on these episodes. Like, I remember I wanted GMB TV to be a lot of different things that it is, and not focus on one area. Like, oh, I just rap. Oh, I just talk about the Bible. Oh, I just talk about my story. No, I started realizing, nah, I'm here so I can show people stories and people and different things. And like I said, the whole people talk to me thing and everything, it'd be good that other people see and hear other shit besides me. And then, you know, I realized the shadow room session, not showing your face. If I put this screen on your ass, most people get a chance to lie or will want to lie. When the camera's not facing you and you know nobody knows who you are, everyone feels free and everyone starts talking the way they feel, even if they don't give a fuck if they're wrong. Why? Because they can't get judged now. They know they can go back in the world and be who they are, and everybody, they get to put the mask back on. And that's what I realized. I said, that's what you need to be doing, bro. You the dude that make people take niggas' mask off and spit that real shit, how they really feel about certain things. And I said, that's what you need to do. You need to start interviewing people, and regular, old people, young people, all different things. And just ask regular questions. It ain't gotta be no big, it ain't gotta be about God. It ain't gotta be about, you know, it could be just regular stuff so people can see that you're not alone. And that people share your story and your adventure in life. We're just not connected. So, you know, you think you're alone. Our story doesn't get advertised as much, you know? So, you don't feel like people know or understand. But once you start seeing the others, like I did, in all these different situations, you're like, all right, we got a couple of champions out there that speak for us. We just, for some reason, we don't support those people. So our cause, what we want in life, will never get brought forth. What we want to be brought up and championed and talked about, it won't. Because the only thing that gets talked about is the popular things. You know? When people make things aware, things become popular, you know? And I believe a lot of things need to become more popular. Not just, you know, like we know men and women abuse each other. We see people do dirty things all the time, but we ain't seeing people do good things all the time. We don't see people actually helping. Even though people do, there's so many people that help every day. I know I pop a lot of shit, like, nobody do, y'all niggas ain't doing nothing. No. More people don't do things. The people that are there always. The only reason this world still goes is because good people. The Bible constantly says this over and over. When you people get super wicked, I'm getting rid of all of you. And I don't care if all of you go bad. When majority of you turn wicked, and then the children have no choice but to be wicked, because what you say is what you become, then he has to decide, well, there's no more going back now. They're just going to destroy each other, so I'm going to not let you keep destroying all these little bit of good people that's left and thriving off of them. I'm going to get rid of everybody and all the pain. Father says this shit constantly, and it keeps talking about it over and over through sound of horns, and nobody gets it. So that means we have power over the Lord. Sound of horns. That means as long as we don't force his hand, he doesn't do things. Duh. And that's why evil people learned a long time ago, the Lord's real, and I cannot abuse these people directly. He's revealed the game. He's already threatened us and did things. That's why everything is about tricking you into doing it to yourself now. Every trick now is all that. Let me get you to sign this paper that says I can abuse you, that says I can steal from you if you do this, if you do that. It's all tricks. That's all it is. It's all fucking tricks, bro. And once people start realizing you are the power, you have the power, the only reason you don't is because you decide and let people do things. All of this fake ass rap shit and all this, oh, blah, 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 blah. Everybody swears they really care about it, but you're going to support it. You're going to watch it, you're going to study it, you're going to make videos on it, all these things which bring light to it to children. Parents don't give a shit, because if you did, you would honestly have in your mind, my kid doesn't run this household, and you're not listening to that bullshit. Go listen to that shit with your friends. You can sneak it on when you're with your friends, but as long as you're in this house, you won't play none of that shit, you won't dress like none of that shit, and I'm gonna whoop your ass when I catch you doing it, and that's it. Because I know what the effects of it is. I don't give a fuck how you think it's just cool music. They convince people that, no, that's abuse of children. I'm going to let that grown-ass adult make his adult content subliminal, get your little horny ass, get your ass horny and ready to do dumb shit. But you're the parent that actually has to deal with the repercussions and the fines and the fucking baby they make. You can't just say, nah, I'm not letting this other mother